shut the fuck up. And then he starts just choking her. He just starts choking Mabel out. Just, oh, God damn it.
Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I also wanted to let you know that not only do I create content here on Class in the Glass, but I also stream content on my Twitch channel, Mr. Revan7. I play single-player games, multiplayer games, and I also do movie reviews and cartoon reviews as well. I also want to encourage you to check out my Patreon, Class in the Glass, where I offer audio commentaries, full reactions for movies, and also the ability to submit questions for my video casts and podcasts. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and enjoy the video.
We must now get to the review for Gravity Falls, Episode 5, The Inconveniencing. Chat, we are starting out. Grunkle Stan, he is leaving the Mystery Shack in the capable hands of Seuss and Wendy. And he's telling him, chat, right before he's about to leave to go gamble what little money he still has, chat, because he spends it on ill-gotten gains and things. He said, you two are going to clean the bathroom, right? And Seuss says, yes, sir. Wendy's like, probably not. I'm definitely not going to do that. He goes, ha ha, you're good. Oh, I hate you guys. And he leaves. And Wendy's like, all right, who wants to do roof time? And Dipper and Mabel like, what's roof time? He's like, I'm going to show you, little dudes. And she goes over to she pulls back this curtain. She goes, aha, I present to you roof time. And fucking Dipper's just like, oh, this is cool. You're going to invite us up into like a room where it's just the two of us? She goes, ha ha ha, well, your sister can come too. She goes, oh yeah, Mabel, yeah, that'd be great. Let's go. And Susie's like, I don't know we should do that, dudes. That doesn't sound good. Fucking Mr. Pines would not appreciate that. And Wendy's like, fuck that old guy. And they go up the rooftop, and Susie's like, oh, jeez, we're all fucked. Like, what does Grunkle Stan have on Seuss that has him so concerned? Is this the only job he can get in Gravity Falls, Oregon, chat? I guess so. What has Seuss done in his life to be so concerned about this one job he has? He's a handyman. He can get a job anywhere. I don't know. He goes up there, and, Wendy, she reveals, chat, what she set up there. She's got a nice little umbrella up there. She's got a fucking lawn chair, chat. She's got a cooler filled with all sorts of alcoholic beverages. And, Dipper and Mabel are like, whoa, this is so cool. She's like, right? And she takes a goddamn pine cone. She has like a bucket of pine cones, chat, and she throws them at the artifacts created by Native American culture, chat. And she hits them. She goes, yeah! And we see a Native American man off on the side just crying as his culture's being destroyed. And Dipper, he grabs also another pine cone, chat, and flings it at the Native American artifact, chat, and he hits it, boom, right in the fucking eye. And when he's like, dude, you nailed it, and she's like, high five, and he's like, high five, and he turns to her, chat, about to do the high five, and then he sees Wendy with new eyes, chat, lustful, going through puberty eyes, where he sees her, chat. Her hair is blowing in the wind. Sees her very adorable smile, chat. A little bit of the cleavage, a little bit of that cartoon cleavage. She's like, oh, God. And then he's like, I got to deal with it. And he solid high five to Wendy, chat. He nailed the high five. It was very good. And Mabel, she's just, I don't know, she's doing Mabel things. But eventually, chat, a fucking, a windowless van appears. A windowless van appears on the property of the Mystery Shack, chat. And Wendy's like, oh, that's my friends. I'm like, at that point, like, okay, it was a whole fucking plan. Wendy was a goddamn plant, and she is just about to induct Mabel and Dipper into child slavery. That's why we have the appearance of the windowless van, chat. But that's not it. Those are her friends, chat. They're not child slavers. Those are her friends. And she's like, hey, little dudes. And they're like, Wendy, come on, let's go. And she's like, oh, but I gotta work. You were good, right? Secrets, right? We're good. And Dipper's like, oh, I got you, Wendy. She's like, hell yeah, Dipper, my fucking man. And she goes down the ladder, chat, she has there, hops into the windowless van, and her friends, they drive off for a night of many teenage shenanigans. And Dipper's just like, oh, her hair smells so nice. Mabel's like, what? What did you say? He's like, oh, nothing. It's like, wait a minute. Are you in love with Wendy? She's like, no. I'm not in love with Wendy. It's not like I'm up all night just thinking about her. And then we cut, chat, hard fucking cut to later that night. Just him staring up at the wall going, oh, jeez. Oh, God, I have feelings down there. And then we cut to the fucking, the credit sequence of amazing Gravity Falls theme song. I absolutely love the opening number. Later on, chat, we do cut to it's the next day. Wendy and Mabel, they're having a good old dance off, chat, enjoying themselves. Susie is also dancing as well in his own Seuss way, and Wendy's just like, Dipper, come on over, let's dance with us. And Dipper's like, oh, I don't know. And he's like writing on a fucking clipboard, chat, and all it is him pretending to write, literally writing, I am pretending to write something, so I don't make myself look awkward in front of Wendy. Signed, Dipper. And he goes over there, chat. He's like, oh, geez. And, clearly, like, now it's gotten awkward, chat, because he has these feelings for Wendy. The problem is, though, Dipper, he's 12 years old. Wendy's 15. There's a dramatic age difference. He's not even really a teenager yet. And, it's just a little weird. But, Wendy, she's finally getting off work. She's like, hey, guys, thank you for all this fun. You make this job a blast. Your Grunkle Stan's a piece of shit. Like, literally, he's human filth. But you guys, I can't believe you related to him. You guys are awesome. Thank you for such a wonderful day. And, Mabel's like, bye, Wendy. See you tomorrow. And she's fucking falling over herself and shit. But then Debbie's like, hey, well, listen, if you're not doing anything, Mabel and I could, inviting himself, chat. It's like, we can hang out a little bit longer if you want. And, and she's like, oh, I don't know about that. I mean, are you guys good? What we're going to be doing is kind of little, for mature people, right? She's trying to make it as awkward. He goes, oh, no, we're mature. We're 13 years old. We're teenagers, technically teenagers. He goes, oh, great. Sure. I mean, hey, Deborah, you're really mature and you're great to hang out with. So absolutely come with us. We're going to drink some fucking booze. We're going to pound some brewskis back. He goes, oh, God. And Mabel, she walks over to the Dipper. She's like, oh, my God, you are fucking in love with her. She goes, just give me this, okay? She's like, I got your brother. I got your brother. She just starts fucking poking him. You're like, you love Wendy. You love it. Poke him in the eyes like, ow. Shit. Thank you, Edgy Berserker. Thank you so much for the host. Summer Baby was just creepy. He had major boner energy in that moment. It was like, it came all at once. He was just like, oh, all at once. And eventually, they go outside to the windowless van, chat, and we were introduced to the whole group of friends, chat, and I don't know all their names. I don't know all their names for the sake of convenience. We're gonna go for the sake of convenience, chat. Here we go. I'm gonna try to get the names. Here we go. We have Robbie. I think we have Robbie, who is the on again, off again boyfriend of Wendy, chat. He's kind of like a goth guy. He's got really bad acne. He has a skateboard and stuff. You also have Thompson, chat. He is the fat friend, and he has low self-esteem, chat, and so he is constantly bullied into doing various things on the group's behalf, chat, usually involving his rotund form. You have Tambry, chat. You have Tambry. She is a social media obsessed teen. She rarely is looking away from her phone. And you also have Lee and Nate, chat. I don't know which one is which because I didn't take the time to figure it out. I don't think the episode really cares. But one is a blonde guy, and one has black hair, and one has blonde hair, chat. And that's what we will know them as. And, Wendy, she introduces Dipper and Mabel to them. And, Mabel's just like, hi, guys, how you doing? And she's fucking flailing on the ground and shit. And Dipper's like, oh, I gotta apologize for my sister. She's not cool like this guy. And they're like, the fuck? He's like, this guy. And they all pile in the car. And like, what are they going to do tonight? Oh, we shall soon see. It's already kind of a little awkward. Like, they're in a new place. Mabel, she's quickly acclimated to the group, though. She's like, she notices the car has just been torn to shit. Thompson, who is the rotund individual of the group, Jay, he's like, all right, guys, just please, whatever you do, just stop banging on the roof of the car, okay? Those dents are hard to buff out. My mom won't be happy. And they just start fucking banging on the roof. Thompson's car. He's like, oh, Jesus. Just bully constantly, chat. And Mabel, she notices some graffiti in the car, chat. She notices one that says, you stink. She goes, I don't like that. Crossing that out. Hope you had a nice day. That's going to blow someone's fucking mind when they see it again. Hold on to that, chat. Hold on to that. But Dipper, he's still a little nervous. And, Mabel's just like, oh, my God, I can't believe you're falling in love with Wendy. Dipper's got a girlfriend. Her name is Wendy. He's like, shut the fuck up. And then he starts just choking her. He just starts choking Mabel out. Just, oh, God damn it. Listen, we came in this world together. I'll take you out. And he just slowly chokes her out, chat. Doesn't kill her. He just asphyxiates. He just cuts off the oxygen to her her throat, chat, until she eventually passes out. She eventually just passes out. The esophagus, chat. The esophagus is the word I was looking for. And they eventually come to, and they're parked out in front of an old convenience store. And I think it's, what was the old convenience store called? I'm trying to remember. It's the Dusk to Dawn. A little bit of a movie reference right there, chat. Very cool. Pull the Homer Simpson on Mabel. Pretty much for now. Pretty much. It's Carrie. Oh, Kareem! Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing very well. We're having a very nice Monday evening. They've parked out in front of the abandoned convenience store, Dusk to Dawn. Chat. Did they know it was you? Now, if you were a professional, they wouldn't have known it was you. Just went, sleep, sleep. And then they would have known. You just did that William Dafoe Green Goblin, sleep. That's what I would have done. Anyway, so they're parked out in front of them. But then, chat, what's Grunkle Stan doing? It's a very, not as much Grunkle Stan this episode as in other episodes, chat. But Grunkle Stan, he is like, my day is over. I've been fooling these fucking rubes for 8 hours, 9 hours a day. Now I'm spent. I'm going to park my tuchus in my chair and relax. Bad Shields, thank you for another 5 biddies. That kid's actually an MMA fighter now. Damn, man. Well, you be the uber MMA fighter. You be the best one. It's pretty goddamn good. Godspeed, God sleep, Spider-Man. Love it for now. Love it. Thank you, generosity, Bad Shields. And good old Grunkle Stan, he's on the sofa, and he's like, kids, oh my God, I'm fat. Kids, I lost the remote, and I need to change the channel. I don't want to get up. And the channel that's on, chat, it's the old-timey movie channel. And it's about to show various British dramedies. And it's just like, starting now, in the next 5 minutes, we shall see the drama of the Duchess as she interacts with the great Schmeckledorf. He's like, kids! He's like, please! He doesn't want to get up. But eventually, because the kids do not hear Grunkle Stan, chat, they are miles away. They cannot save him because they are at the Dusk to Dawn. And all the teenagers, they start crawling over this very high fence, chat. It's at least a good 12 feet, I'd say. And Dipper, he's a little nervous. He's trying to get over the fence. And he's like, all right, just trying to get a foothold. And Robbie being an asshole, it's like, come on, man. Even your sister got over. And we cut to fucking Mabel, and she's just flailing on the ground going, woo, woo, woo. It's like, oh, my God. I think that asphyxiation caused serious brain damage. It's basically Downton Abbey on Masterpiece PBS. Exactly, Stranger Shoes. Hilarious. Talking about the Crowleys. Will Mary and Matthew get together? Tune in, chat, season 2 of Downton Abbey. You'll find out. But eventually, the one guy, one of the, either Steve, what was it? The blonde-haired guy, I don't know what the fuck his name is. He just grabs Dipper and just throws him, onto the ground. He goes, ah! And he hits the ground. It's soft landing. And then eventually, they make their way over to the convenience store. And Robbie's trying to be the big toy. He's like, I can't open it. It's locked. And Dipper's like, I can give it a try. He's like, oh yeah, the little kid. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna open it, guys. Stand back. We got a badass over here. The memes, chat. And when he's like, Robbie, hey, back off, okay? He's just a little kid. And Dipper just like, oh, my heart. Oh, God, it hurt me. And he's like, I'm going to impress fucking Wendy, okay? That's what I'm here to do. And so he's like, he turns his hat backwards, chat, and he goes up that goddamn convenience store. He hops on a dumpster, climbs up the gutters, chat, the gutter pipe, and boom, he sees the AC unit, chat, rips the fucking AC unit out, and they're like, woo, Dipper, and he goes down there. Robbie's like, great, we're gonna have to call the fucking cops because this kid's gonna get stuck in there and suffocate because of all the asbestos. He's gonna be stuffed there with the rest of the dead things, and then all of a sudden, chat, boom, he walks through the goddamn front entrance, chat, leading them on through, ladies, and they're like, ooh la, Dipper, my man. Everyone's like, hell, you're Lord, I think they call him Captain Fun Times. You're Captain Fun Times now, Dipper. That's your name. Everyone's really excited about it. Even Robbie's like, whatever. And Wendy's like, you did good. You got a lot of moxie, Dipper. She gives him a little boo. Like, oh, a little nip on the chin right there. He's like, I like you. She's like, you like me? Really? Mabel's just like, she doesn't like in a sexual way. She's like, shut up, Mabel! And they go inside, and then they're like, whoa, it's like, it's all empty and everything. And Deborah's like, so what happened years ago? And fucking Robbie's like, oh yeah, the couple that owned it were murdered. He's like, what? What are you saying? As we all know, Chad, Dipper, he's a believer in the supernatural and then the ghosts and goblins and ghouls, Chad. He's like, this is not good. And clearly, Chad, they've experienced many supernatural and fantastical things in Gravity Falls at this point. So dealing with fucking ghosts, no fucking thank you. But lo and behold, they're here. Eventually, One of them, I think, one of the Wendy's friends, they do find the power switch. They turn everything on, and they're like, "Whoa, there's still electricity, still running this place," which I don't think would actually happen. And they just begin eating all this food, which again looks to be about 20 goddamn years old, if not older. But they're having a go all the time. Mabel, chat. Mabel, she finds a display case filled with Japanese powdered candy, and she says, "Oh my God, I thought this stuff was made illegal 5 years ago. This is beautiful." And she just begins to consume all the powdered Japanese candy that she can stuff into her gullet, chat. Meanwhile, we cut to all the other friends. They are stuffing Thompson's pants filled with ice, chat, because he is the fat one and he has low self-esteem. Robbie's destroying things. And even Tanya, chat, even Tanya's having a goddamn good time. She's occasionally looking up from her phone. And then we see Dipper and Wendy enjoying a quality ice cream. And they're relaxing, Yeah, and Wendy even says, Dipper, I'm so happy that you came along. She's like, really? She goes, yeah, I mean, I never see the side of my friends like ever. I mean, Robbie is, for the first time in a long time, actually tolerable to hang around. Thompson has more self-confidence, actually standing up for himself. The other two, I don't know their names, but fuck them. And Tanya, she's actually looking up from her phone. I rarely see her doing that. No, it's been really great hanging out with you, Dipper. And he's like, oh, well, Wendy, listen, yeah, it's getting to be down here with my Grunkle Stan and hanging out with Mabel. It's been great, but really getting to know you. This has been like the highlight of my trip so far. She goes, "Aw, dude." She has a little. It's like, oh, they're bonding, chat. Look how sweet this is. But then all of a sudden, one of the blonde-haired, the black-haired guy, they go, "Oh, we need more ice for Thompson's ass. We're stuffing his ass with ice." And he's like, "I got you." And he goes over to the big old ice box, chat. For other reason, there's still ice in there. I don't think that's a continuity error. Why would the ice still be cold in this box? I don't know, but let's just go along with chat. He opens the ice box, he grabs a bucket of ice, and he looks up, and he sees a fucking ethereal floating brain going, "Ah!" And he goes, "Ah!" And he closes the door. He goes, "That's not good." That's not good. That's not good. He's like, oh shit. Oh, God. And he opens up again. The brain's not there. He's like, all right, that was weird. Meanwhile, we cut back to Mabel. Well, that's the thing. Not yet. Because he dropped the ice in the ground. They're like, "Hey, little dude, what's going on over here?" He's like, "Oh, nothing. Just drop the ice. You get spooked by something scare you." He goes, No, it's just slippery, man. It's wet and shit. I'm gonna go talk to my sister Mabel. And he goes over there, chat, and he's like, Mabel, I think there's ghosts in here. And Mabel, chat, she is passed the fuck out. She's not passed the fuck out. She's in a fugue state, chat. He's like, Mabel, because she's talking, but she's talking to something that's not even there, chat. And her eyes are fucking white. It's like she got catnip, chat. It's like clearly there was a reason why this was made illegal in the United States. It's like, Mabel, and we cut inside of fucking Mabel's mind, chat, where she is talking to basically the mascot of the Japanese powdered candy, saying, "Keep eating it, Mabel. Consume it all." And then she's like, "I will." And then she eventually transitions, chat. There's a hard cut, and she's on top of a dolphin who vomits a human fist out of its mouth, which then opens up, revealing another dolphin that also vomits other dolphins with fists in their mouths, and it spins around and screams in Japanese, chat, like an anime. And she's having massive seizures, and eventually, chat, she's like, "I need more candy." And we cut to, chat, basically the mascot just keeps shoving candy inside Mabel's mouth, and we cut to her chewing on Dipper's head. He goes, "Ah!" He's screaming and shit. But eventually she's like, "All right, you're good, Mabel. You're good. You can just calm down. And eventually, they're watching Thompson. He's playing one of those dancing games, chat, that tricks you into working out. And they're making her, around the corner watching Thompson. But one of the kids notices, "Oh my God, Jesus Christ, you see this?" And they go around the counter, chat, and they see the police tape, the outlines of the elderly couple who once owned this place, chat, that's still there, where they died that night 20 years ago. And they're like, "Holy shit." And they're like, "Hey, dude, hey, bro, fucking lay on top of it like you're a dead person." And Dipper's like, I don't think we should do that. And like, why? He's like, "Well, I mean, better be, respectful, and, I don't want to tempt fate." It's like, "What do you mean tempt fate?" "I mean, just in case this place is actually haunted." And they go, Oh, such a buzzkill, bro. You're such a, everyone's like buzzkill. And even Wendy, and Wendy, who they had that lovely conversation before, was saying all those nice things about Dipper, how it's so cool to hang out with him, says, yeah, you're kind of being a little bit of a buzzkill. And he's like, oh, my heart. He's like, fine, I'm cool. And he falls back, chat, on the tape thing. And then he's like, shouldn't have done that. Because all of a sudden, the tape just gets set on fire. And he's like, oh, shit. And all the things in the room start to raise above their heads. Everyone starts freaking the fuck out. I'm like, oh, my God. Even Tanya, she's finally looked up from her phone. She goes, guys, what's going on? And then she's lifted up in the air, chat, and she is ripped in fucking two. Ah! Just like ripped in fucking two, chat, and just vanishes. All the blood and viscera just vanishes like that. And all of a sudden, her phone falls on the ground, and they look at the phone, and it says, ah, smiley emoji, scream emoji. And they're like, where did Tanya go? And they cut to the TV cameras, the TVs on the wall turn on, chat. And Tanya, she's trapped. She's come back together, chat. She's come back to her corporeal form, but she's trapped inside the television. She's like, ah, but there's no volume, chat, because the volume's not turning on. And like, oh my God, holy shit, holy fuck. And eventually, they cut to Thompson. Thompson's like, Thompson, why are you still playing the game? He's like, I can't stop. My legs won't stop. And then, chat, his legs slowly start to break because he's moving so goddamn fast. So like now he's just walking on meat and bones, chat. It's like, remember like that, you've seen trampoline videos, chat, like trampoline accidents gone wrong, like trampoline jumps gone wrong, and like one person would fucking land and their entire fucking like leg bone would come out their ankle. You ever seen that shit? It's like that. Dipper is a major simp, by the way. I agreed for now. He's a big time simp. But it's like that with Thompson, and so he's just walking on like basically bone stilts at this point and crying, chat, because he's in so much horrific pain because all the cartilage is falling out of his bones. It's great, but then he sucked it in the game, chat. He's ripped apart and he's sucked back in the game. His legs are they got fixed. And but now the game itself is attacking him, chat. So all the arrows that you see appear on screen when you're dancing, you should know which one to press on. They're now stabbing him. They're stabbing his rotund, chubby form, chat, and going inside of Thompson. Now inside of him now. He's crying about it, chat. He doesn't like those things inside of him, chat. They hurt. And at this point, fucking Dipper's like, wait, where's Mabel? And Mabel's like, I have risen. And Mabel has been possessed, chat, taken over by the spirit of Kevin Michael Richardson, the great voice actor, chat, Kevin Michael Richardson, who also voices the sheriff in the show. And he's like, I'm about to fuck all you guys up. And he starts taking control of the people, chat. Robbie, he fucks Robbie. He just kills Robbie. He just blasts him. Like, Robbie's like, get the fuck out of here. He just abandons everybody, chat. Goes towards the door, turned to literal fucking ash, just dead. The other guys, the blonde-haired guy, he is also ripped apart, chat, and comes together on the front of a cereal box where a toucan, which might be a reference to Toucan Sam, chat, is slowly stabbing him to death with a spoon, saying, I'm going to soften you up so I can eat you. That's literally, that I'm not embellishing. That's a line from the fucking show. It's like, oh my God. And eventually, we cut to the black-haired guy, and he is turned into a hot dog, chat. He is then being roasted alive as a hot dog, as a weenie, if you will, chat. Now the only two that are left. Also, it changes space and time and gravity, and so everything like Dipper and Wendy are thrusted to the ceiling, and they stand up like they're on the ceiling and shit. At this point, they're like, fuck it. We got to take some cover. And they dive into, chat. They dive into an empty cupboard. And they're like, what? And Wendy's just like, oh my God, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm so scared. Dipper, you know what to do. And Dipper's like, I know what to do. I know what to do. And he goes out because he realizes like why this thing is doing all these things. Because it's attacking the teenagers. It's like, that's what it is. And he goes outside and he goes, wait a minute, stop what you're doing. And fucking Kevin McWiggers is like, you! And he's like, you can't hurt me. He's like, why? Why can't I hurt you? Because all these people that you've been attacking, they've been teenagers, and I know that you hate teenagers, and he looked at Wendy's and goes, and I'm not a teenager. And he goes, and neither's my sister, by the way. And Kevin McWiggers is like, oh, okay then. And these two fucking spirits just erupt from Mabel, chat. She falls on the goddamn ground. Right into the fucking face. There's blood splurting everywhere. It's terrible. And it's this elderly couple, and they're like, "Oh, look at you! You are cute as a button. Look at this little Mary Jane. Look how cute this guy is. Oh, he sure is, Pa. Oh my God, you are adorable." He's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty cute. So, could you all let us go?" And Pa turns into a fucking demon and goes, "No, you must perform the penance." And he's like, "What's the penance? What's the penance?" And then he's like, "You must perform a dance and song routine." He goes, "I don't want to do that." And then there was a joke earlier, chat, I forgot to mention, where Wendy asked Dipper to dance with them, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not really into dancing." And Mabel brings up the fact, no, the only dance that he does is the Whittle Lamb dance. And Wendy's like, "The Whittle Lamb dance? What the hell is that?" And apparently, chat, when Dipper was a child, a toddler, if you will, he loved dressing up in this lamb costume and dancing for his parents. And he's a little embarrassed by it. And this couple is just like, "We want something whimsical and adorable." And Dipper on the spot just goes, "Fuck!" He looks at Wendy and goes, "Oh, shit." And it's like, "Well, I know a thing called the Whittle Lamb dance." "The Whittle Lamb dance? That sounds adorable. Do that for us." He's like, "I'm going to need a lamb costume. I don't have a lamb costume." So, and they have clothes powers, chat. They have that superpower. They give him clothes. And he goes, "Oh, shit." And he performs, "I'm a whittle lamb and I'm dancing for you. We're having so much fun. Please give me back my friends so we don't all die." And they're like, "Oh my God, it's adorable. You are free to go." And they resurrect all their friends, chat. They do put them together. It's not like a Jeff Goldblum flood situation where they're all one organism. They do make sure they're okay. And they're like, "You have freed us, Dipper. Thank you for your kindness. We will leave." And they leave, chat. And everyone comes too. And Mabel is, she's like, "Oh my God, Dipper, thank you, Jesus Christ. I don't feel good because you consume so much because the people possess you." She's like, "No, this powdered Japanese candy's killing me." She's just vomiting everywhere. And Wendy, she's like, "Oh my God, guys, you wouldn't believe it. Like, in order to defeat all the monster, the ghost, Dipper had to," and she looks at Dipper. It was just like, "Oh God." And Wendy's just like, "Shit. Dipper, he just fucking started fighting those goats. He just started blasting guys. He found these fucking guns, these pistols underneath the cash register, and bang, these just started going at him. Like Danny DeVito in Always Sunny. Fucking Danny DeVito, Mr. Danny DeVito. That's your new name, Dipper. You're Danny the Man DeVito." He goes, "Hell yeah, I'm Danny DeVito, all right." And him and Wendy, like Wendy knew, is just like, "I can't. Oh my God, he saved me. What am I going to try to make fun of him?" She even realized something about herself, chat. Like, her friends have a negative impact on her, like this guy who literally saved her life. And she stopped herself, though, because she's learning. And eventually they go outside, and they're at the car. Wendy, she's like, "I'm just going to go walk home by myself because I felt kind of bad what I was just about to do to you, Dipper. I'm sorry." He's like, "It's okay, Wendy. Don't worry about it." And she's like, "I'm just going to go home and stare at a wall and think about this trauma for a good long while." He's like, "I'll probably do the same. Hey, do you want to hang out at the mystery?" Or no, because Wendy asked him, and she goes, "So, you want to hang out at the Mystery Shack tomorrow?" He goes, "Of course. Yeah, definitely." He's like, "That's a date." He goes, "Oh, it's a date." It's like, not that kind of date, though, but he thinks the chat. And she leaves. He comes back in the car, and they drive home. Mabel, who's just been possessed and filled with illegal Japanese candy. Ace Rock, welcome to the stream right now. I did not think. I'm glad you're here. We can get juicy together. After being possessed, chat, and filled with illegal Japanese candy, she looks over the message that, "I hope you have a nice day." She says, "Who the fuck wrote that?" And then it cuts. That's a cruel bastard who wrote that thing. And eventually, chat, we cut back to Grunkle Stan, who is just in love with the Downton Abbey show. He's just like, "Oh my God, Mary and Matthew are about to finally, they're engaged. The ceremony's today." But then, Lord Schmiffelboff, he arrives to interrupt him. He's like, "No, you goddamn bastard. You had your chance years ago." And the characters say, "You had your chance years ago, Lord von Schmiffelboff." He's like, "That's what I'm fucking saying." And he gets so mad, chap. When Dipper, Mabel, they're finally, they got out of the car, they're walking back to the Mystery Shack, and the fucking TV just comes through the window, just boom, almost hits both of them. And they go, "Jesus, fuck." And Grunkle Stan's like, "Oh, I couldn't find the remote." And he just goes back inside, and that, my friends, that is the end of Gravity Falls, Episode 5, The Inconveniencing. It's a very good episode, chat. A really fun one. I liked that this also focused on Wendy, who's a pretty cool character. They do a lot of fun things with her. They evolve the relationship between her and Dipper as the series goes on. Poor fucking Dipper. he goes through so many situations, and he never gets the girl. Never gets the girl. But no, it's funny because it is. It is, exactly. Jamer, sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, make you uncomfortable about what? Gravity Falls was it really was. I bet they're gonna come back and they're gonna do another season. I bet they're gonna do another season when they're older. Grunkle Stan 2020. He will bring America together or steal election from us. Whatever.